Alzheimer's disease is a very sad disease because you seem to lose the person, like it's almost like they're dying as you watch them, yet they are still fairly healthy physically.
It means sadness, it means stress, it means disruptive family activities, and it means confusion.
Alzheimer's disease definitely means sadness to me. I think of nursing homes and I just think that it's really depressing for people losing their memory.
It's completely changed my life and the life of my family.
So the person who suffers from Alzheimer's is my grandfather.
My grandma had Alzheimer's disease.
My husband was diagnosed with Alzheimer's.
The person I'm related to, or was related to, with Alzheimer's was my mother. I felt very sad and very stressed because I realized many of the things that we'd been able to do and share together were no longer possible.
I felt really sad when I found out that she had Alzheimer's disease, and whenever I went to visit her, she couldn't remember my name, and then she started forgetting things that had happened, and so it was kind of hard to talk to her and know that she didn't really remember a lot of things that we shared together.
It's emotionally difficult, mainly because of my feelings towards my grown-up sons and how hard this is on them.
I definitely feel that I did lose some of what we shared together. She was still the same person, and I got to talk to her and stuff, but she just didn't really remember me.
I realized many of the things that we'd been able to do and share together were no longer possible.
I have lost 99% of the person I used to know. I no longer feel that I am living with my husband.
The most difficult part about the progression of the disease was seeing the person I'd known throughout my childhood, early adulthood, and married life with children just gradually slipping away.
The most difficult part is when you would visit 1 month and then maybe you come back and visit in 2 months, you could progressively see the disease setting in.
I think the hardest part is that he no longer knows our sons' names, where they live, what they do.
The most difficult part was definitely seeing how my dad was like so upset and hurt about it because it was his mom, and so seeing your mom like losing her memory and not remembering things was definitely really hard on him, and watching him go through that made me very sad.
The more information they can read, more information that's available, the better.
To help families with Alzheimer's patients, I just think the education of Alzheimer's itself, I mean, I think there any more literature that could be put out there on that. I think that's very important, but as far as I know right now, there's not much of a cure for Alzheimer's, so I don't know if it's really going to help, per se.
I think that there should be more counseling to help the people like very closely related to those people and how they're affected. I think that there should be counseling to help them, and I also think that there should be more research done on how to try to stop Alzheimer's.
I think really the important thing is for the caregiver to make sure there's a strong network of support for themselves as well as for the person. Establish a core group of friends as well as family members who can interact with the person socially and with whom you are able to share maybe some frustrations or problems you're experiencing and try not to keep it bottled up, but to be able to be all-inclusive and provide a quality of life for the person.
Try to act as normal as possible, and I don't think the person wants to see you very emotional around them because they don't necessarily understand exactly what is happening to them. So I think the stronger you can be will help you out in the long run.
Get in touch with the Alzheimer's Association, and they will actually help with a family meeting. And again, I would advise people taking classes, because in those classes you learn how to deal with someone with Alzheimer's.
Keep talking to that person and keep in touch and just stay strong throughout the whole thing, because it does like get better, and sometimes they will remember old things, and that's like a huge step.